big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Ready? Right to the 3. Here we go. Check 3. 8. Kill. 8. Ready?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
20. Let's go, D. Check the backer. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 52. Slam, slam, slam. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Under 10, under 10, 8. He's coming, double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Set. Good. Check.
Here's McCaffrey. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check me out. Great. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Eight.
Newton to throw. Caught here by Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go. Be down. Out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Check 9. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Wright's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Tackle made by K1 short. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Ryan. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
2280, back 25. Mike to 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Now Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 54 Mike. Strip that ball. Let it go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Allen Bailey able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They go play action with Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
That's it. 388. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the back. Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
"35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Space. Mike, get up.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The tackle by Brian Burns. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, Newton. Complete to Wright. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Mack. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Walton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike 54. Drop deep.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ryan now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 54 Mike. You ain't doing nothing today.
Again, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
That's good for our Falcons. First down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
25, 22.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mack on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's make these babies cry right now. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Shift. That's fast. Great. It's just me and you.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Shit. Slam. Back.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Check 4.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
March 47. I'm here all day. What? Hey! Watch out. Great. 47's the mic. 47.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's Ryan to throw. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defense in front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
What's the 20? 36.
On 2nd and goal, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here, maybe trying to block the extra point. With that penalty, they only need 1 yard for the 2-point conversion.
And that can make all the difference, trying to get those 2 points, right? Inches count down here in short territory. Maybe now they can get the 2 points that they want a lot easier.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
They're running it. Hey, switch gears. He's coming. 8.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Jones has it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
51, Tom! Right there. Pilot, 64, weak. 64, Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Walton. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Throwing now is Ryan. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They go right back to Mack.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
3rd and 1.
And his kick is right there. It's good. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wait. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey,
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Great. Check line 45. Check line 45. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Switch. 45. Mike, 45.
One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.